Hi, I'm here to talk about Steve from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And I felt like talking about Steve because, like Dr. Weird, he was voiced by C. Martin Croker. And I really like Steve. He's not a character that necessarily has a huge role, but I do like what he brought to the show. Uh, Dr. Weir and Steve would be in scenes together, so two big C. Martin Croker characters together, and Dr. Weird often acted very outlandish, and Steve would be the one acting reasonable. And Aqua Teen Hunger Force doesn't have very many characters that act reasonable. A lot of them act incredibly outlandish, but Steve seemed to be somewhat responsible. A lot of Aqua Teen Hunger Force characters that have some maturity often have moments where they do things that seem very surprising. But Steve seemed to be one of the nicer characters, and he seemed to not be that awful, and I enjoy what he brought to the show, even if it wasn't necessarily a lot. I think that a lot of his interactions with Dr. Weird were really good. I think having somebody that's more mature for Dr. Weird to interact with works very well. And a lot of the early episodes with them interacting, even if it's not very long, are very enjoyable. And Steve does get a decent amount to do in Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters. And I do feel sorry for him because of a lot of the bad stuff he has to go through. So I enjoy his character, and I think that C. Martin Croker did an amazing job at making Dr. Weird and Steve's sound incredibly distinct. It's really hard to tell that their voices were done by the same person. I think it really shows how incredible of an actor C. Martin Croker was.